Okay, we're back online. My stream just something happened with the capture card, I guess, or something came unplugged for split second, just barely touched, and then it just like cut off the HDMI connection. Don't know what all that was about, but anyway, I got it back up and running. I'll give it about a few seconds. Hopefully, um, Gundam creator can come back into the stream so we can continue our conversation. We got the FAD, the FAD. This thing is just awesome. We've never really seen this gun come back properly. I hope that if they do release Modern Warfare 3 remastered, I hope they keep multiplayer and survival in mind. I hope they don't do what they did with 2019. And I understand that they don't want to take away from their player base, but the player base of MW2 remake or whatever you call it, the MW2 2022, people are not happy with that game. People are pissed. People are tired and bored of it already. People are saying, I'm not personally bored with it. I still feel like there's a lot of content left to be enjoyed. But with metas being a thing, and also it just doesn't look good, and people are saying they're already looking into making Modern Warfare 3. I think there's some confusion. The confusion stemming from the fact that they can't really release a new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 just yet. I think they should remake the game first because that's what they did in the first place, right? Infinity Ward, when they did Infinite Warfare, they ended up releasing Modern Warfare 1 Remastered. It was a hit. Then we got Modern Warfare 2019 shortly after. I think it was Black Ops 4. It came out. Then after that, it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So then we got Modern Warfare 2 uh, campaign remastered. And then after Cold War and Vanguard, we finally got Modern Warfare 2 2022. So if they do remaster this game, they didn't even keep the Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 2. I hope that they come back with the DLC packs. I hope that they can make money off of this because this is still worthwhile in my opinion. I would totally grind this out. I do hope though that they make some changes to survival, i.e. with the perks and with weapon customization, but I don't think they would. This is a remaster. They don't want to change too much. But I do think putting a grip on the G36C and the AK-47 and assault rifles and submachine guns alike, I think that'd be pretty dope. I don't think they're going to do it though. It requires too much work that they don't have enough energy for. They're too lazy. I hate saying that, but it's just the truth. They're just too lazy to do any real work. But a real improvement, in my opinion, like you look at these assault rifles and shit, attachments, purchasing attachments, like where on earth's my suppressor? Where's my whatever? And why do I only get one perk? I think those are going to be some complaints that will be definitely had by the modern audiences because they're going to want to know why in the hell they only get one perk. I mean, obviously, when you die, you keep your one perk, which I guess makes sense. But at the same time, to me, it's annoying because at the same time, without there being a lot of weapon upgrades, one of the things people like to do is just put on, uh, what is it called? Steady aim so they can get their hip fire increased and sleight of hand. Oof, what happened? I couldn't find your stream until now. Yeah, okay, so my last stream, the HDMI connection broke. I'll just go ahead and readdress the issue. So it for whatever reason, the HDMI connection, it disconnected for a second. And so it just no longer was receiving the HDMI inputs from my screen. So I was no longer I was still streaming. It was not picking up my gameplay. So that was the issue. These guys are badass. I like these guys' outfits. They have a lot of health. The fad, though, this thing rocks. What color was the wire? All the wires are black for my HDMI stuff, but I got it all under control. It's all fine. The 5.7. I wonder if those guys only drop the 5.7 or if they drop whatever starting weapon you get at the beginning. It'd be kind of crazy if they did. Hidden detail. So I got to level 41. So you had to be level 46 to unlock the gun I'm looking for. Yeah, we got a little bit more ways to go to level up a little bit more. That's something I really want to unlock. But that's what I want to unlock. I have to be level 43 for that. We're level 41. 42, we get the 50 cal. We get the, what do you call it? We get the DSR 50 from Modern Warfare 3, basically. It's literally a DSR 50, basically, if you guys remember that. Now we gotta start our knife streak here soon. Imagine if they had something like a Bowie knife that increased your knife damage. I haven't even died once. I had Reese's Pieces, or Reese's Puffs, cereal. Now my stomach hurts. Oh man. Yeah, I stopped eating cereal a long time ago, man. Like When I was little, bro, cereal was awesome, but now as an adult, only like what is that cereal called? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Only cereal I can eat. And I like Reese's Puffs myself, but I just never have a taste for it. I just prefer having some Jimmy Dean hash browns in the morning. Oh shit. Let's see if we can try and make it to wave 30 today. That's a goal I've been wanting to have on Resistance. We almost had it too one day. That's insane gameplay, man. That's insane gameplay, dude. That is just insane. That one man is just capable of all of this, dude. They're done. We're almost at 30,000 cash, dude. And we have like a full FAD to go. This thing has 240 rounds, man. Like, this is insane. Great. 3 of these assholes now. Usually takes 2 mags to delete a helicopter. It can't take too much more to delete a juggy. Okay, cool. He's done. Extreme conditioning kicked in. Just the right time. Only this thing had 210 rounds. Like, just one more magazine, dude. Just one more mag, this thing would just be like top tier. But yeah, no, man, Fallout's awesome, dude. I'm glad people are so interested in Fallout, dude. It's truly amazing to me. Fallout is amazing. It really, truly is. Now we're at these guys. Now they drop FADs, which is great because guess what? That means every enemy I kill drops FAD ammo or FAD ammo, which means that guess what, man? Means my awesome gun means I have almost infinite ammo for it every round, basically. Hear that? That like click, click. That clank, clank after I walk over a dead enemy. That's me picking up ammo. Imagine if they had like a scavenger perk where it increased the amount of ammo you get from picking it up. Then that would make this just excellent setup for just long-term survival. 'Cause that's what you genuinely need to make it to high rounds. You need a fat almost. Like you really genuinely need this gun. Wave 21, Rampage. It's just too bad I can't have that kind of thing. Imagine if they had overkill like Mule Kick. Imagine they had 3 perks, and imagine one of the red perks is overkill, and it allowed you to have 3 weapons and an extra 50% of your total max ammo. I don't know if I want to get clog myself up there in that like little corner. Enemy claymores. Damn. All right, so that was from last weight round, our last stream, still all together. Oh man, dude, wave 22. Imagine they send in enemy SWAT units. Like they're decently armed. They have riot shields and they have shotguns mostly. And their whole purpose is literally to flashbang you and rush you and bum rush you with shotguns and grenades and shit. Like just imagine that. It adds a whole new level of threat on the battlefield. It literally adds a new challenge to try to traverse around. Downturn. We'll try it. My best wave on it 0. So I've never played on this. I like how they give you the M16 to start. Imagine they had a difficulty higher than insane, where it literally starts you off with an assault rifle in the starting in the the regular enemies, how they have the shotguns to start off with. Imagine they spawn you off with that and a full-on M4 decked with a grenade launcher and holographic sight. I think that'd just be funny. Yeah, we're about halfway done. So yeah, for those not knowing, insane just is insane because, quite frankly, the buildup is very quick. They sick really hard enemies on you really quickly. However, to make up for that, you also get some pretty good starting weapons. However, you do not have self-revive, and also you do not have any grenades or tacticals. So it's just one more thing just to make it more insane. However, like I said, they do give you the M16 decked with red dot sight to start. But then again, that's only just to keep you alive because the enemies that start off are tier 2 enemies. So they have MP5s and such. Also, the first wave of dogs are already suicide dogs. And so you just expect for some just genuine bullshit to occur. So we got a tier 2 rampage and a tier 1 headshot. So we basically banked in 1,500 basically. So at wave 3 we already have $9,694. Which is decent. What's the best movie for you? It depends on category. Because a good movie, in my opinion, is like Good Will Hunting. Another good one is like What About Bob? It's a comedy. However, for a series that you could like just watch, like a whole series of movies, I recommend like the Indiana Jones movies, the Mad Max movies, Final Destination, Star Wars. I don't know. I watch a lot of movies. I know the whole point of the question is like, what's one of my most favorite movies of all time? And really, I can't answer that because the truth is, there's just so many great movies that it's just hard to just narrow it down into one just solid movie that is the best. And that I cannot do. However, I can say one of my favorite movies is definitely Apocalypse Now. In my opinion, it was just one of the greatest movies of all time. And it is a very deep movie, and it has, I don't know, it's literally Spec Ops The Line, the movie. Or rather, Spec Ops The Line is Apocalypse Now, the video game. Beyond all of that, I'd probably say Zathura, as a kid, was one of my favorite movies growing up. The original Terminator was pretty good. And Terminator 2. Damn, I got folded like a napkin. To the Twilight Saga? Oh no. No way. um, I tell you what though, a good vampire movie, like a good genuine vampire movie, I'd say probably Fright Night. Probably my favorite one, the original Fright Night. The remake's okay. I mean, it's just not as good as the original for numerous reasons, but I think it was alright. I mean, from Zathura, are they the same person? Zathura is a movie. It's about two brothers rather, that discover a board game, and the board game basically transports their house to space, and they have to keep playing until they beat the game. It's like Jumanji, except in space. Jumanji was also pretty cool, but Zathura beat Jumanji by a long shot when I was growing up, because whilst I loved Indiana Jones and the, jungle and exploration theme, I really enjoyed the space theme that Zathura captured. Just that scene of the house in the middle of space, and meteorites are floating in the background. That was awesome. Um, now that I think about it, that chick does look very familiar. That played like the older sister in Zathura. Yeah, she looked very familiar. Like she looked like she played in a couple of movies actually. But I don't know. I was never interested in the Twilight series. I remember when the first Avatar came out. That was awesome, and then Tron. That was pretty cool too. They did that live adaptation of Speed Racer a while back when I was growing up. I don't know, man. I watched a lot of like movies. I don't know. Luckily, I was. These are my favorite sniper rifles: the L96A1, the L118, and the L115. I guess good action movies. I'd say the first, second, and third Rambo. Everything after that's up to you. I liked everything after that as well, but some people it's not the Rambo's after the third Rambo. Not everybody liked those. I didn't mind them at all. Another good action movie would be Die Hard. Horror movies, I can go on hours about horror movies. I'd say my favorite horror movie was probably Black Christmas. It's a bit dated, but just because of like the holiday theme, I think it throws a lot of people off. But the main reason that I like Black Christmas was just like the subtlety with the horror. Like you don't really know who Billy is, and it's just so like obscure and disturbing. Like Black Christmas, I recommend if you guys want to see a good horror movie from a long time ago, watch Black Christmas from the 70s. I think it came out before Halloween. So I think it was actually the original slasher, if I'm not mistaken. That or Halloween was the original slasher. But I think Black Christmas came out before Halloween. It's a crazy fact, but I think the guy that directed it also directed Christmas Story. So that's crazy to me. The other thing about Black Christmas that I really liked was the actress Olivia Hussey. She played in a lot of great movies, like Romeo and Juliet. Oh shit, the older one, not the modern shit, not the modern crap. Uh, Another good movie is The Outsiders. It's not a horror movie by any mean, but just movie to watch. The Outsiders. The Christine. Stephen King made a great story there, and the movie adaptation was great. All versions of it were pretty much just classics. Another great horror movie was John Carpenter's The Thing. Now, John Carpenter created the original Halloween. Also, he created They Live, which is a great sci-fi movie um, about aliens controlling the world, essentially, in disguise. It's a great conspiracy movie. If you're really into inner thoughts and stuff like that, I'd recommend it. Another great movie is the Matrix series, Chronicles of Riddick. Um, a great kid growing up, a great kid show, great kid movie growing up was The Iron Giant. Love that movie. One of my personal favorites. Um, I don't know, man. Like I said, I love movies, dude. Uh, Another great comedy would be probably Step Bros or Step Brothers with Will Ferrell. It's just a funny movie. Another great Will Ferrell movie. It's actually a holiday themed one. Is Elf. It's a great Christmas movie. I guess another great Christmas movie would be Christmas Vacation. Any of those movies, National Lampoon movies, are awesome. Another great comedy would be Tommy Boy. It's about basically this. They manufacture car parts in Ohio, and basically they're going out of business. I need to call in my care package. Guess I'll address the elephant in the room. Military movies. There's a lot of great ones out there. Uh, Not really a military movie, more like just a scenario movie from the Cold War would be Red Dawn. Has a lot of military themes that involve the Cold War with Russia invading the United States, which we get something just like Red Dawn in Modern Warfare 2, actually. That whole paratrooping sequence where the Russians are paratrooping into the United States was just like in Red Dawn. Okay, back. I had to take a huge fat dump. Dang, dude. I've just been sitting here listing various movies that I recommend for people to watch. Just like movies in general. Just going off about the movies that I liked growing up and movies I enjoy watching. Like I've seen a fair share of movies, honestly. I guess another good one probably be like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, Death Proof. If you understand the commonality of all those movies, or the thing that those movies have in common, um, yeah, they're all Quentin Tarantino movies. Big, huge Quentin Tarantino fan. I guess with that, I also say I like From Dusk Till Dawn. And that was a great movie as well. Good vampire slaying movie. However, it's handled kind of like a dark comedy. I mean, the concept is far fetched, right? These two guys are just on the loose, and they end up in this Mexican strip club, and all the strippers are vampires, and basically they have to fight vampire strippers. It's kind of a crazy movie, but just when you watch it and see how well executed the whole thing was, I mean, it had action sequences and obviously had a lot of comedy. It was just insane, really, but it was fun. It was just a fun movie to go and watch. Obviously, the entire Terminator franchise. I don't think I have to repeat myself there. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah, a good comedy I recommend for everybody to watch at least once to see if you like it or not. I love this movie personally, but Napoleon Dynamite. That's just classic, man. Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, freaking idiots. Oh gosh. Dude, Napoleon Dynamite's awesome, dude. Oh, Tina, eat the food. Oh man.